Welcome along to Bishan Stadium here in Singapore for this fixture on matchday 5 of the AFC Champions League Two 2025-26 season between the hosts Tampines Rovers and FC-Iloilo of the Philippines. Another Southeast Asian clash on the menu this evening, with the home side looking to secure their place in the next round of the competition. This match is taking place in Group H of the East region, a group which is being led by Tampines Rovers on 10 points, the 3 clear Pohang Steelers in second, PG Pathum United of Thailand are third with 6 points, while Kaya FC are fourth, still looking for their first points of the competition. Tampines will guarantee their progression into the next stage as group winners if they pick up the victory tonight. It's been a wet, rainy, humid evening in Singapore. Temperatures at 27 degrees Celsius. Not too bad, pretty cool by Southeast Asian standards, but still very high humidity levels at 87%. All in all, quite comfortable these conditions for the players as they come out in just a few moments to take on each other. We are back at Bishan Stadium for this game, venue which is normally the home ground of Tampines' local rivals, the Lion City Sailors. They were in action here yesterday against Persib Bandung of Indonesia. That was a good, exciting game of football. So hopefully we get another one tonight between Tampines Rovers and Kaya FC-Iloilo. Quick look at the players lining up in the tunnel. Shazwan Buhari, as usual, the goalkeeper leading out the side this evening. Trent Bahagia has been in good form in this competition. Irfan Najib with the long sleeves there, adjusting his shorts. Will be getting a start this evening. Hide Higashikawa has been finding the back of the net on a pretty regular basis since joining Tampines Rovers. He'll be ready to go. Their fans getting set for what they will hope to be a stag party tonight for Tampines Rovers. And a result to celebrate. Fredo Cortez in your picture, giant goalkeeper for Kaya FC. Will be captained by the number 10, 33-year-old Jesus Melitza this evening. There is Mike Ott, will be playing as their striker and has been leading the line for them this season. Good number of goals he scored on the domestic front, Ott with 7 of them in the league, yet to make his mark on the score sheet in this competition. Home fixture for the Singapore clubs in this tournament have been held at this ground. All those returfing works go on at the Jalan Besar Stadium. That venue seeing a change of surface from artificial to natural grass. And those works are close to being complete, so we could potentially see matches held there in the near future. But for now, we have a good natural playing surface here at Bishan. One of the best in the country. It's a pitch that took on some moisture from the rain that we had earlier, which will quicken things up, you'd imagine, and could have an impact on how the game is played. As things stand, this will also be the last time we see a group stage match in this season's tournament taking place at this venue. This will be the third meeting between these clubs on the continental stage. The first took place in the AFC Cup back in the 2020 season. Both teams were in Group H as well on that occasion. That match ended 0-0. That AFC Cup season was eventually abandoned due to the COVID-19 pandemic. More than 5 years after that clash, these clubs face off again, this time on matchday 1 of this AFC Champions League Two season. Tampines getting their continental campaign off to a great start with a comfortable 3-0 away win. Trent Bahagia with a brace in that game. Takeshi Yoshimoto's goal sandwiched in between those efforts from the Maltese international.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the teams of Kaya FC-Iloilo from the Philippines and Tampines Rovers FC from Singapore.
Well, Tampines Rovers have been in great form in this competition since that opening day win was followed up with consecutive home victories against PG Pathum United by 2-1, and then a hugely impressive 1-0 win against 3-time Asian champions Pohang Steelers of Korea Republic. They then had A big away test against Pohang again on match day 4. Tampines almost came through with another victory after Glenn Quay scored in the 56th minute to give them the lead. The Singapore side held on until the 87th, and Pohang got the equaliser through Cho Sang-yok. They could have confirmed their place in the next round with the win there. It wasn't to be on match day 4, but they have put themselves in a fantastic position to wrap up their place in the round of 16 tonight. They just need a point to seal it, but a win would be even better, as that would confirm top spot for Tampines. Something which could be beneficial for them when the draw from the next round takes place. Something to think about for down the road. In the here and now, they will be focused on making sure they collect maximum points. Well, for Kaya FC, it's been a tough continental campaign. They lost all of their 4 matches in the group stage and have scored just once, with that goal coming on match day 4 in a 2-1 defeat to BG Pathum United. Kenshiro Daniels scoring the only goal of the tournament so far. They've conceded 9 coming into this match. The recent form of the last 5 fixtures in all competitions hasn't been good as well. They've managed just 1 win and suffered 4 defeats over their last 5 games. Their latest outing was a disappointing 2-0 loss to Manila Digger in their domestic league. It's a result which saw them fall into 3rd spot, 3 points off One Taguig at the top of the standings in the race for the title. The odds are stacked against them once more. They come up against strong opposition, but they still have to believe in their ability to cause issues. You just never know in football. The pressure is on the home side, so it will be down to Tampines Rovers to deliver the result, with Kaya FC-Iloilo able to play without the weight of expectation. They will be confident ahead of this contest, Tampines Rovers. A lot of talk has been about making sure they are confident but not complacent. Get off to a good start against the opposition that they are coming up against this evening. Let's have a look at the lineups, beginning with Tampines Rovers. They made 2 changes from their last outing in this competition, a trip away to take on Pohang Steelers. Amarul Adley comes into the side in place of Dylan Fox in central defence. Sega Sumi is back in the starting 11. He replaces Jacob Mahler in the middle of the park. Jacob Mahler and Dylan Fox are on the bench tonight, as are Singapore internationals Forrest Rumley and Joel Chew if required. Match officials are all from Jordan. The referee for this game is Ahmad Yaqub Ibrahim. He has a decent amount of experience at continental level, having refereed in AFC club and international tournaments. Assistant referees tonight are Hamza Abdelmajid Saadeh and Qasim Iman Khamis. Fourth official Mahmoud Ahmad Mazid Al Sawalmeh. And this is the starting lineup for Kaya FC-Iloilo. They have made 2 changes from the last game in this tournament. Jesus Melitza comes into the side for his 10th appearance in this competition. He replaces Gavin Moons. The other player to come into the 11 for tonight's game is Martini Ray. He makes his first start for the club in this season's AFC Champions League 2 campaign. Philippines international Mike Ott in the line for the side again tonight. There's quite a bit of experience on the bench as well. The likes of Jovan Bedic, Simone Rota and Paulo Bugas, also part of the match day squad. Sega Sumi in your picture, he's formed a nice understanding and a good partnership with Shah Shahiran in those central midfield areas for Tampines Rovers. Koya Kazama, the number 88, has also been a quality signing for the club. His ability to contribute with chance creation and goals. Heading Esso, number 25, will be holding his position as that deep-lying holding midfielder looking to protect the defence, which is expected to come under pressure from the Tampines Rovers front 3 of Glenn Quay, Hide Higashikawa and Trent Bahagia. Plenty of pace in that forward line for the Singapore side. We're just about ready to get underway here at Bishan Stadium. Group H matchup between Singapore's Tampines Rovers and Kaya FC-Iloilo of the Philippines. Home side looking for the win, which will secure the progression into the next round as group winners. Welcome to Singapore and welcome along to Bishan Stadium for this Group H matchup. AFC Champions League Two 2025-26 season. Tampines Rovers of Singapore up against Kaya FC-Iloilo of the Philippines. Home side unbeaten in the group stage. 3 wins, 1 draw from their first 4 matches. A win tonight for the team playing in the yellow and black, going from left to right on your screens. We'll see them progressing into the next stage of this tournament as group winners. FC-Iloilo of the Philippines playing in the black, going from right to left. Yet to secure a point in their 4 matches so far. Marco Casambre under any sort of pressure, an unforced error. Straight out for the first corner to Tampines Rovers. It's so important for them to get off to a quick start. That is something their head coach, Noor Rahman, has been keen to stress. The 45-year-old former Singapore international, 88 caps for the country. It's his 9th game as head coach of the club since taking over from Akbar Nawas in the middle of September. He's lost just 1 game so far. Messaging has been clear from Noor Rahman to his squad. No room for complacency. It's Yoshimoto. It's that effort. Away. Kazama trying to change things up. That delivery from the corner. Yoshimoto scored a goal against Kaya FC on match day 1. 1 of 3 goals Tampines scored in that fixture. Smelitza. Irfan Najib playing it right back. New partnership in central defence for Tampines Rovers tonight. Shuya Yamashita and Amirul Adli. Dylan Fox taking his place on the bench. Yamashita and Fox have been so strong in those central defensive positions. Amirul Adli has had to play it right back this season. Been competing with Irfan Najib. The 2 of them both getting a start tonight in this competition together. Yuho Shide, head coach of Kaya FC. It's his 96th game as their head coach. Has been with the club since 2019. He's moved between an assistant and head coaching roles in his time at Kaya FC. Former player as well, played in the Philippines for Global FC and JP Volts. It's Kwe, Kazama, Irfan, Shuya Yamashita. Kazama bounces it all the way back to Amirul Adli. Segasumi in behind that Kaya FC midfield. Nice touch on the turn. Glenn Kwe has got Kazama on the inside. Picks him out. Esso comes across. Here's Kwe again. Irfan. Tampines moving the ball along very nicely. Early stages of this contest. They are a side who like to keep a hold of the ball, strong in possession. They've also shown an ability and a willingness this season to be strong and disciplined defensively. They've had to sit back, as they showed in their games against PG Pathum United and Pohang Steelers. Especially that game here, matchday 3 against the side from Korea Republic. A very early goal, just 16 seconds in, scored by Hide Higashikawa. Gave Tampines Rovers something to sit on. And they did so brilliantly. Shimoto with the throw. It's it back from Shah. Higashikawa. Make a run in behind. Reception from Kaishu Yamazaki. Esso onto Zambrano. Was fouled by Higashikawa. It was an incredibly hard-working centre forward. Puts in a really strong shift defensively as well. And also making a contribution in attack. The 23-year-old Japanese forward. It's Kaishu Yamazaki. Given space to progress to halfway. Zambrano. Kenshiro Daniels. Zambrano. Set up again in midfield. Casambre. Round. A number of new signings for FC-Iloilo this season. Manus Raun playing at left back, loves to get forward, contribute in attack. Tries to bend his run. Casambre decided against the longer pass forward into Manus Raun. There's Jesus Melitza. Very tidy in possession. The number 10 for Kaya. Good technical central midfielder. I say central midfielder, but he can play in those attacking midfield roles as well. Given some license to roam. Is a mobile player in the middle of the park for Kaya FC. Casambre. Brown. Kaya's number 15. The font on the back of his jersey, not doing commentators too many favors. Looks like a number 16. Casambre. It is number 15 on the team sheet though. Can confirm that. Kaishu Yamazaki, quite clearly a number 88. It's a lovely pass out to Raun. Ott starts up front, but there's another who's got that license to roam and drop into deeper areas. It's the sort of quality that he possesses, Mike Ott. There's Buhaja with the pressure on Yamazaki. First big chance for Tampines. Late on the plate. Higashikawa. Simple finish. Put away for his third goal of the season's competition. Unselfish by Trent Buhaja. It's his second assist. A big error at the back by Kaishu Yamazaki. And a perfect start for Tampines. That's good pressure by Trent Buhaja. Kaishu Yamazaki thought he had a lot more time on the ball. It's a really sloppy pass, a lazy one back to Casambre. And credit to Buhaja, who let the press, forced a mistake. Well, there's no catching Trent Buhaja once he gets past you like that. Still some work to do by Hide Higashikawa. Well, he took his time. Nice, composed finish. Score his third goal of the season's competition.
Scoring the first goal of the game, number 25, Hide Higashikawa.
3 goals in 5 AFC Champions League 2 appearances now for Higashikawa. Played just 12 minutes on matchday 1 against Kaya. But he started and scored Tampines' second goal in the 2-1 win against BG Pathum United on matchday 2. Another turnover shot, first time effort. It's an early goal at home again for Tampines Rovers. As Buhaja does really well to lift it into the run of Shah Shahiran. Doesn't score too many goals, Shah, but he's such an intelligent footballer. Very hard-working player as well. Reads the game brilliantly. Nicely headed down into Kazama by Higashikawa. There's Buhaja. Kaya FC's defense all over the place at the moment. Kazama. It's Kazama. Higashikawa, flag is up for offside. Good slick in possession, Tampines. Amruladli. That's Yoshimoto. Bahaja, the outlet again. Early ball for Higashikawa. Kasambre gets himself into a position to clear. Also going into a couple of challenges. 31-year-old Ghanaian. I must say that was an attempt at a cross into the area, looking for Higashikawa and Glencoe. Tampines Rovers have been in solid form this season. Just one defeat from the 11 matches that they played in all competitions of this fixture. 7 wins, 3 draws in that time. Also started their campaign with some silverware in the form of the Singapore Community Shield, beating the Lion City Sailors 4-1. Follow that up with a win against another side from the Philippines, Cebu. Match taking place in the ASEAN Club Championship. But their only defeat of the season was against Selangor of Malaysia in an ASEAN Club Championship game. Aside from that, it's been going incredibly well for the Singaporean side. In spite of all the changes they've seen at the club, they have made several of them in the off-season. New chairman coming in Shungo Sakamoto, replacing their previous chairman, Desmond Ong, in June of this year. Desmond Ong, who was chairman of the club since 2017. Also a couple of changes in the head coaching role. There was Akbar Nawas, who initially came in at the start of the season in place of Gavin Lee, who was the head coach here at Tampines for over 5 years in 154 matches. He's now the Singapore national team head coach. That has just been confirmed. And Akbar Nawas, in spite of his unbeaten start in the Community Shield win, will have only 83 days in the job before being replaced by that man in your picture right now, Muhammad Nur Rahman. In the middle of September. And it's looked to be a good move so far. Rahman in his playing days was a very versatile footballer as well, top quality. Playing several positions across the back line and in central midfield as well. It's a very calm, composed presence, is Nur Rahman. He's brought that along with him as a coach. There's Glencoe. Rovers in good control of this contest. Amruladli. Shah. Making his 24th AFC Club competition appearance. Shah Shahiran. His 11th in the AFC Champions League Two. Only has 1 goal in this tournament. Shazwan has to get rid quickly under pressure from Ott. Sega Sumi, lovely footwork on the number 7. Higashikawa, trademark strong hold-up play. Always gives central defenders a big issue in those situations. There you go from Sega Sumi. Made some good signings, Tampines, in the off-season. Players like Sega Sumi, Kazama, and Hide Higashikawa making a big contribution. Trent Bahaja as well. Here is Bahaja. He's involved with Malta in the European qualifiers in the recent international window. Kasambre gets it back. 26-year-old central defender who can play at right back as well. Marco Kasambre joined the club in 2020 from China in Thailand. So spent some time alone with Sukhothai. Has that experience of playing overseas. Kaishu Yamazaki, who made the mistake leading to Tampines' opening goal. Yamazaki was a former Kashiwa Reysol Academy product. He used to play in Singapore with Albirex, Lion City Sailors and Hougang United. Spent 5 years in the country. Sumi. Kazama. Created sliding challenge. Kaishu Yamazaki. Interesting way he's ended up in central defense for Kaya FC-Iloilo. He was playing for the Lion City Sailors here in Singapore. He wasn't too happy to play in the back line. Preferred to be playing in central midfield. Shuya Yamashita. Bahagia. Good run from off the left. Changing places with Glenn Quay, who's pushed inside. Wasn't a great first touch by Quay. They've opened up for a shot on his left foot. Turned in the right direction. Retained possession though. Tidy drop of the shoulder by Kazama to get away from Eric Esso. Shah. Yoshimoto. Loves bombing forward down the left, Takeshi Yoshimoto. He links up very well with Bahagia. Stayed out wide. On this right side, Glenn Quay, lovely triangle. Tampines Rovers, Quay with the run. Gets it from Kazama. Back to the number 88. Diano had a bit more time. Perhaps didn't quite get the shout that he was looking for. Taking any risk. 28-year-old putting it out for a corner. Plenty of time there. Vincent Diano. His 4th AFC Champions League 2 appearance this season. Has been with Kaya since January of 2022. Kazama to whip this one in with pace and quality. Well capable of that. Commentator's curse has struck. He's lost his footing. It's going to be a yellow card for Sega Sumi. Referee quick to his pocket. A bit unfortunate that Sega Sumi has been booked. Because it actually looked like he was tackled by Trent Bahagia. I'm surprised that he was given the caution, because the challenge actually came in from Trent Bahagia. And Sega Sumi has quietly accepted the yellow card. Bahagia taking out Ott and his teammate, and coming away without the booking. Kazama. With a smile on his face after going over on the delivery of that corner. 3 goals and 6 assists for him in 10 appearances for Tampines since joining the club. Segasumi. Give and go with Esso. Brown. Martini Ray. Kaishu Yamazaki. Daniels. Oh, it's offside, and that is pretty poor awareness from Diano. Would have been looking right across that defensive line. It is a close call, to be fair. Sandiano, former Pascal's development team and Mendiola SC player, Philippines Youth International, also has 2 caps for the senior side. There's a run there from Hidegashikawa. Instead it's Amarul Adli. He's going to go for the longer option on the left with Bahagia. Drops in, just to head it down to Daniels. Ott does drop into those deeper midfield areas. You'll see Martini Ray, the number 77, then become the line leading striker. Ott trying to get a lot more involved in the build-up for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Melitza, so pushing in. There's that exchange between Martini Ray and Mike Ott. Eso. Casambre. Almost round. 2-year-old left back. Bit of space for Round on this left-hand side if they can get it into him. Zambrano also out there. It's just encouraging Round to get a little bit further forward. There wasn't much space for Round to push into. Maunus Round's father, Alan, used to be a professional footballer. Pretty successful one domestically. Won 4 titles with Brøndby. Became a coach after retiring. Shah. That should find Glenn Quay, and it does. Lovely weight on that diagonal. Quay up against Round. Shah. Sumi. Good fun. Looking to just try and squeeze Tampines Rovers against that touchline. Dudley, nice and composed. Taking it forward before retreating via Yoshimoto. It's no problem for Tampines Rovers. Quite happy to play under pressure. Bahagia. Yoshimoto. Good low cross and a dangerous ball into the box. But Alfredo Cortez was able to reach out and pick that one up. Great work in possession. Tampines Rovers again. Zambrano. On to Eric Esso. Here's Ott. Esso just indicating to his teammates that he wants to slow it down for the moment. Ott couldn't get away from Shah. Clever touch by Quay into Kazama. Higashikawa, but a good turn. Bahagia picks it up. That's Kazama. Relieve Higashikawa of possession. Just mistiming his run. Trent Bahagia. Just hear instructions from Nur Rahman, one of the more senior players in the side. Koya Kazama asking him to get the team organized, get back into shape. Just have to maintain that defensive discipline that has served them so well this season in all competitions. Melitza. Round. Sumi. Cutting out that pass. Shah. Had a quick look over his shoulder before receiving, so he knew exactly where Kenshiro Daniels was. Yoshimoto. Bahagia. A lot of rotations. The positioning for Tampines Rovers. Players quite happy to occupy different spaces, take on different positions. This makes it a lot more difficult for the opposition to keep track of. For challenge from Martini Ray. Dirty Martini gets a yellow card. Pretty high as well on the follow through with the shin of Shah Shahiran. It's confirmation of that booking. 2 yellow cards so far, 1 for Segasumi, the 4 Martini Ray.
Yellow card for player number 77, Gary Martini Ray, from FC-Iloilo from the Philippines.
Free kick to defend. Kazama. It's going to go all the way through. Kaishu Yamazaki getting the call. Just to let it run. Kazama, who joined Tampines Rovers from J-League side, Jeff United. Made 358 J2 appearances in his career with Jeff United, FC Gifu, FC Ryukyu and Oita Trinita. Also had a short spell in J1 with Kawasaki Frontale early on in his professional career. Brown. Lets it bounce. Puts it on to Daniels. It's Kaishu Yamazaki. Martini Ray to Yamazaki. Does have that in his locker. Kaishu Yamazaki. Handball from Irfan, who's also going to be booked. Lovely pass, pinged out wide to Kenshiro Daniels. Don't think Irfan Najib really had any intent with that handball. Definitely a free kick. Yellow card. Perhaps a little bit harsh. Well, I guess you could say Kenshiro Daniels would have been in behind his fullback. So a chance for FC-Iloilo coming up to the half-hour mark to just test Shazwan Buhari, putting players around him. It's a packed 6-yard box. Zambrano, one of the players there. Daniels. They're also off the frame of the goal. Good delivery. Here's Melitza! Saved by Shazwan. But he hasn't had much to do. But needed to work to keep that one out from Jesus Melitza. Excellent ball in by Ott. And it's actually flicked on by Higashikawa onto his own crossbar. Good drive at goal by Jesus Melitza. Forcing a save from Shazwan Buhari. The action again. Tampines defense, Higashikawa. Much cleaner header away this time. Not too clean from Shah with the attempt at the clearance. Esso. Let's come off Mike Ott. look at this delivery from Ott that was touched on to the crossbar by Higashikawa. And Melitza with a good effort. His 5th appearance in this season's competition. Joined the club in March of 2021 and has been a key player. He's a strong contributor of goals and assists at domestic level. Melitza making his 23rd AFC Club competition appearance. Has never scored a continental goal. Buhagia scored plenty of goals on the continent. Find a way past Cortez. Weak effort in the end. A player who represented Australia at under 23 level. Now has 4 caps for Malta. Recently featured for them in a European World Cup qualifier against Poland. Ladley. As Esso steps out to lead the press. Stepping forward here by FC. That's what Tampines will be looking to try and do. I expect better from Shuya Yamashita. The quality of that longer pass forward. It's just about trying to draw out that press from the opposition, which is why Tampines are happy to pass it along sideways and backwards. It's great spaces between the lines. Zambrano. And so back to Ott. Brown. Ignores Daniels. Goes on a run of his own. And it's a good run by Round. He backed himself and he's earned the corner. Esso in a little bit of trouble. Middle of the pitch. Now clutching the side of his head. But let's have a look at this run by Magnus Round. Magnus Round, who joined Kaya in September of this year, making his 5th appearance in this season's AFC Champions League 2 campaign. Ott will take this. Large number of bodies in the 6-yard box. Let's come off Higashikawa, according to the referee. Corner to defend. Well, you see this quite a bit in the AFC Champions League 2. Number of sides are going to try and target the Tampines goalkeeper for his lack of height. They got players in and around him and try and put quality into the 6-yard box. That's a good punch by Shazwan. Distance on that anyway to find Bahagia. Jesus Melitza recovers the ball for the away side. Shah helps it along. Keep the pressure on here. Will Kaya FC-Iloilo. That's Ott. Well defended by Irfan Najib. Slips and turns it over to Daniels. Esso leaves it for Zambrano. That's Jesus Melitza. Brendan Zambrano. Esso. Melitza straight into the back of Shah Shahiran. Nice and compact, Tampines Rovers. This is that other side to the game that they have. They've displayed a lot of this season, that willingness to work hard when they don't have the ball. Yoshimoto, beautiful into Quays, behind Higashikawa. Ideally would have wanted that to be played in front of Higashikawa. Could have had a potential opening on that break. Here's Shah. Sumi. Yamashita. Irfan. There's Sega Sumi. A great idea. Cortez had to be quick and alert. Wonderful playing as a central midfielder in this side because you've got options and runners in front of you. Just need to provide the quality with the pass. Good vision from Sega Sumi. Cortez just denying Nashikawa a chance at goal. Not too bad of a touch from Noraman as well. Kazama gets it from Shah. Bahagia. Yoshimoto. Kazama! Save by Cortez. Well, he tried to just pass it into goal, Kazama. Bad idea, but Cortez was up to it. It's Yoshimoto. Lovely by Yoshimoto! That is a brilliant goal by Takeshi Yoshimoto, who scores against Kaya again. The second goal in the competition for the 24-year-old Takeshi Yoshimoto, who celebrated his birthday in their 1-0 win against Pohang on matchday 3. Pops up with an important goal here to make it 2 to Tampines. He just cuts right through that defense. Dances his way into the box. Beats 1, beats 2. And then does the most important part. Lovely finish. Textbook as well towards the far post. No chance for Cortez this time. Lovely individual goal by Takeshi Yoshimoto. It's his third goal now in 12 appearances for Tampines in all competitions. Yamashita has to deal with Martini Ray. Daniels, hopeful ball into the area. It's a good lead by Jesus Melitza. Not enough sting on that header. Irfan. That's a great pass in behind for Glenn Quay. And perhaps a bit of a heavy touch. Just gave Cortez the avenue to close in, shut off the angles. It's been a decent run of goal-scoring form, Glenn Quay, recently for Club and Country. Important player for Tampines since joining in January of 2023. Great chance to add to his tally. Look at the space being afforded to Kazama. Big gaps between the lines for Kaya. It's a 3-on-3. Shah makes a run forward. Kazama takes it past Kasamba. It's Kazama. Keeps Cortez busy. Well, does his job, Alfredo Cortez, with that save, and hasn't been too harsh on his defense. They've given him quite a bit to do. Alfredo Cortez, 27-year-old, joined Kaya in February of this year from Stallion Laguna, another club in the Philippines. Between Martini Ray and Yamashita. went down and stayed down. He looks like he's going to be okay. Knock to his thigh. There's quite a bit going on. Ray was holding on to Shoya Mashita, who's trying to break away from him. Just tried something different from the corner routine. Kazama's recognizing the intent of their pass from Glenn Quay. Just couldn't quite sort his feet out quick enough, Koya Kazama. Zambrano. Ray Daniels. Still Kaya's only scorer in this season's competition. Esso. Wow. Back to Eric Esso. He was a regular in the Ghanaian Premier League for clubs like Ashanti Goal and Hearts of Oak. A couple of big clubs in Ghanaian football. He's been a regular for Kaya since joining the club. There's Ott. Strong challenge from Mike Ott. Keeps going. Referee happy to allow play to continue. Battle for possession. Well, the reward is a chance to go at this Tampines defense again. His round. Zambrano. He's born in Tijuana before moving to San Diego. Send their pass out wide, and it's resulted in a corner for the away side. It's been in these set-piece situations where they've caused a problem or two for Tampines. Far side, it will be Jesus Melitza with the delivery for the in-swinger. What a great ball. Everyone in the 6-yard box. And instead of being an in-swinger, it's sent out wider than he would have liked. Daniels with the effort. Looks like it took a touch off Shazwan, but no, the goal kick has been awarded. Decent effort by Kenshiro Daniels. Yeah, no touch from the goalkeeper. Just over. Quite clearly over on the evidence of that replay. 30-year-old Kenshiro Daniels. 39 caps for the Philippines. Into his third spell with Kaya FC. Rejoined the club in August. He's played in Thailand and Indonesia as well. Esso onto Jesus Melitza. Yamashita thumps that one away. It's going to stay in. The ball to go out so that Takeshi Yoshimoto can receive some attention. Yoshimoto joined Tampines from J3 side, Ryukyu Okinawa, in August. Sambre. Zambrano. Round. Ott. Just cut across it. Yeah, one thing on his mind when he received Mike Ott. He wants to turn and shoot. He's such an intelligent technical footballer as Mike Ott. Takes up some great positions, just popping up on the edge of the box for that effort. Higashikawa. Koshi Yamazaki. Read that pass. Put away from Koya Kazama. Wants to continue his push into midfield. There he is, Kaishu Yamazaki. Just a lack of communication between the attacker and defender. Kenshiro Daniels had made a run inside. Kaishu Yamazaki wanted to stay wide. Clever from Kazama. Just gets it away from pressure. And a very quick 1 minute added on. Just passed by. Tampines Rovers well in control of this game. It's been a solid first half for the side from Singapore. On track to qualify as group winners as it stands. Hide Higashikawa with the opening goal. Another early goal for Tampines in this competition. Gives them the platform to build on with his effort in the 7th minute. And then Takeshi Yoshimoto, outstanding individual quality, adding the second in the 37th, which means at halftime here at Bishan Stadium, it's Tampines Rovers 2, Kaya FC-Iloilo 0.
World's best airline for a record 9th time, flying high as the champions of the sky, and this year even higher, best airline in the Middle East, world's best business class, best business class lounge, and yes, still a Skytrax 5-star airline. That's a lot of bests, but none of it happens without the best passengers. Thank you for flying with us. And for voting, we go further because of you.
Everyone's crazy about football. But boxing, that's a never-ending game. One wrong move, game over. Tennis, a marathon with a racket. When it goes wrong, you become your own worst enemy. I play for football, I stay for more.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best.
From Singapore to FC-Iloilo from the Philippines.
Welcome back to Bishan Stadium here in Singapore. Just ahead of this second half between Tampines Rovers FC of Singapore and Kaya FC-Iloilo of the Philippines. Tampines Rovers coming into this match needing just a point to go through to the next stage of the competition. A win puts them through as group winners. So they're in a great position, leading by 2-0 ahead of the second period of play. Hide Higashikawa with the opening goal in the 7th minute. Takeshi Yoshimoto then made it 2-0 in the 37th with a lovely individual effort. Japanese, as it stands, cruising in to the round of 16 as group winners. We're back underway at Bishan Stadium for the second half. Group H contest between Tampines Rovers FC of Singapore and Kaya FC-Iloilo of the Philippines. Tampines leading by 2-0. If you're just joining us, welcome along. Hide Higashikawa with the opening goal in the 7th minute. Takeshi Yoshimoto with the second in the 37th. Tampines, if they go on to win this, will qualify for the next stage as group winners due to a superior head-to-head record against Pohang Steelers. Pohang Steelers, by the way, winning their match against BG Pathum United earlier by 2-0, which means Tampines Rovers have already qualified now as well for the next round. So their place in the round of 16 confirmed. And they will want to get the 3 points to finish top. That's something that could help them in the draw for the next stage. Kaya FC-Iloilo with plenty of time to try and turn things around. Didn't go all that well for them in the first 45%. 45% possession that they managed. They created 7 shots, just the 1 on target. Tampines Rovers with 8 shots, 7 of them on target in that first half, scoring 2 of those. Very efficient at testing Cortez and creating some good chances, and could be another test for Cortez. Higashikawa sprints away. It's going to fall to Bahagia. It's 3 for Tampines. Fourth goal of the season's competition for Trent Bahagia. Lightning quick on the break. First from Higashikawa, and then Bahagia on the follow-up. Put that away. Cortez once more left stranded. It breaks down thanks to Raun, and then Kazama sends a long pass over the top for Higashikawa. Get away from that defense. Cortez once more did well initially, but take it away from Higashikawa, but there was not much he could do about that from Bahagia. Have a look at the pace that he showed Trent Bahagia. Get on the end of that rebound, a desire to get his name on the score sheet. We often see players sometimes leave it to the attacker. He's in on his own, one-on-one. You expect Higashikawa to score, but Trent Bahagia was saying, I'm going to follow up just in case. Good habits as a professional. Solid work ethic and a hunger to get a goal. And he was rewarded for making sure he followed up on that. Large distance to cover as well. There could be another one here for Tampines. Higashikawa, was he taken down? No, says the referee. Diano with a clean challenge. Jesus Melitza. Just hangs on to it. He's put it out so that Kenshiro Daniels can receive some treatment. Daniels has stayed down. Well defended by Vincent Diano. There is Kenshiro Daniels. He's pointing out that mark on his shin. Irfan Najib going across to apologize, say it was unintentional, wasn't spotted by the officials. Let's have a look at this. There you go, it's Irfan Najib, who just steps in. Steps on the shin of Kenshiro Daniels on the follow-through. Accidental from Irfan. Kaishu Yamazaki. Ray. Ray again. Jesus Melitza, first time shot. Good effort. Shazwan had to save at the near post. Corner earned. Contact on that one, Jesus Melitza. Angle was against him. Still able to test the goalkeeper. It's 2 efforts on target for Kaya FC, both of them coming thanks to Jesus Melitza. What? Deep delivery. For somebody with the header. No problems for Shazwan. A chance to hit Trent Bahagia on the counter. It's quality distribution. Beautiful from Shazwan. Bahagia, lovely spin away from Melitza. Glenn Quay in the box. Kaishu Yamazaki. Cooley gets it back to Cortez. Daniels. Looking for Ott. That's a lovely cross for Ott. And it's the right idea by Mike Ott. He just heads it back the other way. And Shazwan was left stranded. You have a look at the goalkeeper. He's got no chance. If this is on target, that's it. He's just watching on and hoping it goes wide. Puff of the cheeks from Amirul. Hardly as well. He knows that was close. A little bit unlucky. Kaya FC-Iloilo. Born in Munich, came through the 1860 Munich and Nuremberg youth system, making his 36th AFC club competition appearance. Close to scoring what would have been his first AFC Champions League 2 goal this season. His brother Manny Ott plays in Thailand. As a signal for the free kick. It's Ott who delivers. It's come off Sega Sumi, it looks like. Discussion with the officials. We've come to the right decision in the end. Was off the head of Segasumi. So they are trying to get themselves back into this Kaya FC-Iloilo. Straightforward clearance for him. Well, Tampines finished last season group stage in third, 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 defeats. This season's competition unbeaten and headed to 4 wins and 1 draw from their 5 matches, through into the round of 16 as well. Ott, Daniels, getting bodies around Kenshiro Daniels. There's that desire from Tampines Rovers to work defensively, to try and keep another clean sheet. Would be their 3rd in 5 AFC Champions League 2 matches if they hold on. Martini Ray, well offside. Instead is deflected into his path. Zambrano. There's Ott. Well, they've got the individual quality, Kaya FC, to hurt Tampines Rovers, especially with Ott and Daniels. And just Melitza with his couple of efforts as well. The only thing you would say is they haven't quite been clear-cut chances. That was ambitious from Kenshiro Daniels. Daniels, who was with Kaya when they made their AFC Cup debut, and then also when they made their first AFC Champions League group stage appearance. He's been a good player for the club over the years, Kenshiro Daniels. Segasumi, 23-year-old, who is actually playing in his first season at senior professional level. Kazama's into the area. Thought about the cutback, sets up Higashikawa, and it's a simple header in. Another assist for Kazama, and another goal for Hide Higashikawa. It's his fourth of this campaign. Too easy for Tampines Rovers. Glenn Quay into Kazama. Bahaja had opened up the option for the cutback, and that was actually a really good run by Bahaja because it took away Vincent Diano, and that meant Higashikawa could just peel away to the back post unmarked. Intelligent from Kazama as well. He used Bahaja as the decoy, got his head up and lifted it perfectly.
Goal for Tampines Rovers
to the forehead of Hide Higashikawa. A simple finish in the end.
Of the match, number 25, Hide Higashikawa.
4 goals in this competition for Higashikawa, 4 goals for Tampines tonight. Higashikawa has joined Tampines Rovers from Tochigi City, who played J3, made 9 appearances for them in that competition before moving to Tampines. Is really enjoying his time at the club. Genkwe, Kazama. Yes, Esso. Eric Esso, who has a younger brother, Joseph, who plays in Malaysia with Negeri Sembilan. Pretty good goal scorer he's been for them. It's Brendan Zambrano. Again, playing football at the age of 9 when he moved to San Diego from Tijuana. Played in the lower divisions of US and Mexican football. Raun. Aside from football, Maunus Raun also works for a real estate company. Keeping himself busy. Making some extra money off the pitch as well, Maunus Raun. Going into the real estate business. Which is something we actually see is pretty common among some Singapore footballers as well. A number of them, after their careers, going into the real estate industry, and some of them in the twilight of their careers, becoming housing agents. Kazama Ulatli. Kazama. Shah. First touch into space. Hits the pass slightly, but Bahaja has got the pace to get to it. Esso turned into trouble. Comes away with it. Just for the moment anyway. Genkwe recovers for Tampines. Yoshimoto. Kazama. There's Bahaja. As Higashikawa on the far side. Kasambre. That pass from Bahaja instead. Zambrano. As well to earn the free kick. Double team. Shah and Kazama. First came to Philippines football in September 2024 with Stallion Laguna, Brendan Zambrano. Also played with Mahalika before joining Kaya in July of this year. And one of the highlights for him with joining Kaya FC-Iloilo is getting the opportunity to play continental football, something he's been very excited about. Tough times for Kaya FC in this season's competition. And they are a club with experience at this level. Zambrano. Foul on Shah. Tampines Rovers making their 15th appearance at this level of Asian club football. It's their second consecutive campaign in AFC Champions League Two. Made it into the quarterfinals of the AFC Cup on 4 occasions. The last appearance coming in the round of 16, and that was in 2016. Or apologies, just to be clear with that. It was the quarterfinals that they qualified for in 2016. Made it into the quarterfinals on 4 occasions. It's called the AFC Cup. Since then, since 2016, they failed to make it out of the group. That's looking incredibly likely that that will change. They lost to Bengaluru in the 2016 AFC Cup quarterfinal. For Kaya, it is their 6th appearance at this level. Second AFC Champions League Two campaign for them in consecutive seasons. Diano runs straight into Yoshimoto. Might have been fouled earlier, but the referee played the advantage. It's Glenn Quay. Still with Quay. Glenn Quay, another Singapore international in the side. He scored his first continental goal in that 1-all-away draw against Pohang on matchday 4. He also recently scored his first international goals for Singapore during the window against Thailand. And is the club's top scorer in the Singapore Premier League this season with 3 goals. Round is done for the night, and in his place comes the number 22, Fitch Arboleda. Also in for Kaya. Double change for them. Looking for a way to just change the situation here with that double substitution. Angeles and Arboleda. Segasumi with the header away. Arboleda. 32-year-old left back for KFC, Fitch Arboleda in support. Zambrano. Esso and Raul off for KFC. He just left his leg in. Trent Bahagia on Kaishu Yamazaki. Lofted into the box. Taken by Shah. Arboleda to Zambrano. Daniels. Good pace on that. Yamashita had to deal with it. Yamashita has been a very solid defender for Tampines since joining the club in January of 2022. It's his 4th season with them and his 5th season overall in Singapore football. That's a header, and that is in! FC-Iloilo get a goal. He rose very well for that header. Perfect timing and wonderful placement to get himself on the score sheet. They've threatened, he's unmarked. And that is very nicely put away by Ott for his first goal of this competition. But you do feel it's something they deserve. They've had the chances. They've finally been able to put one away. Not going to be a clean sheet for Tampines. Bigger picture, though, they are still very much on their way as group winners into the next stage of this competition. Rose very well, did Ott. And spells playing in Indonesia and Cambodia before returning to Filipino football. So formerly with United City and Ceres. Goal in the 67th minute for Ott. Kazama's free kick comes off. Mike Ott. It's just their second goal in this season's AFC Champions League 2 campaign for KFC. The referee said he saw coming together there between Irfan Najib and the goalkeeper. Kaya defenders are saying that there was an arm swung at the goalkeeper. There's a bit of contact. This referee is just said to Irfan Najib, that's it, final warning. Rovers getting ready to make a change. Forrest Rumley is being prepared to come on. There's Jesus Melitza. The assistant referee just waiting for Melitza to get involved, become active before raising his flag. I'll just bring it back for this substitution. Forrest Rumley is on for Trent Bahagia. Good player to be able to bring on as well, Forrest Rumley. Bahagia ends his night. A goal and an assist this evening for Trent Bahagia. Has a really incredible scoring record at continental level. It's the Malta international. With his goal tonight, he now has 12 of them in 17 AFC Cup competition appearances. Majority of them scored at AFC Champions League elite level. It's Forrest Rumley's turn to try and hurt this FC-Iloilo defense even more. 33-year-old winger, 92 caps for Singapore. Part of the squad that qualified for the AFC Asian Cup. Saudi Arabia 2027. There he is. His first involvement since coming on. Making his 77th appearance for Tampines. Here's Forrest Rumley. It's out to Kazama. Shot is wide. Japanese attacking midfielder. Another change for Kaya FC coming up. Martini Ray is off to be replaced by Paulo Bugas. 31-year-old attacking midfielder on for the final 20 minutes or so of this contest. Third appearance in this season's AFC Champions League Two for Paulo Bugas. He joined Kaya in July of this year, formerly with United City and Davao Aguilas. Going to the back of Kenshiro Daniels. Nowhere near Paul Yamashita. Daniels feeling the force of that impact. Another good night at the office for Shah Shahiran. Made his debut with Tampines in 2018. Been with them pretty much all the way through, except for a couple of years with the Young Lions while he was doing his national service. And back to Tampines in February of 2023. Only has 9 senior club goals in his career, 7 of them with Tampines Rovers. The last time he scored on the continental stage was against Nam Dinh, a 3-3 draw in October of last year. Shah Shahiran making his 155th appearance for Tampines Rovers tonight. Jesus Melitza. Angelis, lovely pass into On. What a save! On the rebound, Kaya have gotten another one. Brilliant save by Shazwan Buhari initially, but Bugas bouncing on the rebound to make it 2. Some hope of a comeback, perhaps. Well, he's onside. Angelis, wonderful vision, and that's a great pass through into Ott. Turn, and a great first touch from Ott. And then Irfan Najib, not alert enough to the follow-up, but Bugas, who has just come on, he certainly was.
FC-Iloilo from the Philippines. Score on the second goal for the team. Number 49, Paulo Bugas.
So, this one perhaps not quite done and dusted yet. Tampines with Noh Rahman to respond from off the bench with the changes he's about to make. Kaya FC very much playing with a lot of confidence now after those 2 goals. Zambrano. Well, Tampines, who have been so disciplined defensively in this competition, suddenly struggling to deal with Kaya FC. Higashikawa's in. Cortez with another save. It's going to be that sort of contest now. As Kaya FC throw players forward, Tampines Rovers will wait for these opportunities on the break. Try and get another. Forrest Rumley slipping the pass into Hida Higashikawa. Here's Ott. Still full of energy and running. And the right option from Jesus Melitza. Give it back to Ott. Shot it very well to track the run. Angelis. Oh, danger here for Tampines. Some last-ditch defending required. Shazwan Buhari is saying to his midfielders to wake up. But he's not happy. What's going on in front of him? Sure, Yamashita with a very important intervention. Could have been 3. That's the first time in this season's competition that Tampines Rovers have conceded more than 1 goal. That's Kaya FC, of all teams. They've struggled in front of goal. They've been able to find 2 tonight. Still time for more. Kazama. It looked like it was going to be a double change for Tampines. It's going to be a triple change now. Taufik Suparno getting ready to come on alongside Jacob Mahler and Joel Chu. Three players that have been part of Singapore squads. Singapore internationals about to make their way in. And Tampines Rovers see this one out. Noh Rahman was warning against complacency. There wasn't any complacency until they went 4 goals up. Perhaps just got a little bit too comfortable for Tampines Rovers. If they're not careful, could be a comeback. Together by the away side. So Sega Sumi, one of those players who's coming off. Jacob Mahler will be replacing him. Koya Kazama is also going to be coming off. For Joel Chu, he's a very creative midfielder, Joel Chu. Tidy possession as well. Taufik Suparno's got the pace. He's on for Glenn Quay. Started to perhaps see a bit of fatigue coming into the game for Tampines Rovers, so Noor Rahman has reacted and made that triple change. Bring the fresh legs and experience coming onto the pitch, be able to turn the momentum of this contest. Very much going the way of FC-Iloilo. There is Taufik. And the last time Tampines conceded twice in an AFC Champions League Two fixture, it was in an away game against Namdin on the 6th of November. That was also the last time they lost in this competition. Unbeaten in the last 6 in AFC Champions League Two. Still some way away from it, but Kaya's last win in this tournament, 7th of November 2024, when they beat Eastern of Hong Kong, China by 2-1. Angelis. Bedic has also come on for Kaya FC. 35-year-old, making his 3rd AFC Champions League Two appearance this season. Bedic is on for Kenshiro Daniels. Bedic making his 35th AFC Club competition appearance. Skips past the challenge of Kashu Yamazaki. Diano there on the cover. Gets his body in the way, feels the contact.
Michael! Give it away!
Sambre. Bugas. Trying to find Arboleda. There's Mala. Oh, that's a great ball in behind by Mala. Joel Chu. 3 yellow shirts in there. Goes for Faris Ramli. Kaishu Yamazaki. Taking it off the toes of Faris. Back to Taufik. Mala. Irfan made a run on the right. Keep it a little bit more centrally for now, Tampines. There's Joel Chu. Should be in a little bit of trouble, Mala, but that was smart play. Just saw that Melitza sitting behind him, used his body well. Took the touch and the free kick. Yoshimoto. This cross was dealt with by Casambre. Well, this is exactly where Tampines Rovers want to be, putting the pressure on Kaya FC instead of the other way around. Bit of a shaky spell. They've been able to just change up the tempo. Possession that they've had now in the last few minutes. Irfan trying to release Taufik Suparno. Arboleda in the way. Angelis. Five defeats in a row for Kaya FC in AFC Champions League Two, without a win in 6. The last point in this competition was a very good point. The 1-0 draw against Sanfrecce Hiroshima, 28th of November last year. Arboleda has to go all the way back to Cortez. Kaishu Yamazaki. Melitza. Oh, great run by Diano. Lovely ball by Melitza! It's crossed the line! It's 3 for KFC! And on goal! Tampines looks shell-shocked. Could Kaya FC do this? Well, they're giving themselves a great opportunity to do so. Wonderful play down this right-hand side. Samirul Adli, who's the unfortunate one for Tampines Rovers, comes off his heel and past Shazwan. Wow, what a game we have had here at Bishan Stadium. And there's time for more drama, time for more goals. Melitza into Diano, and Amirul Adli for Tampines with the touch into his own goal. Maybe nervy moments for Tampines. Yoshimoto, Faris, and they put this away. It's 5-3. 8 goals tonight at Bishan between these two sides. Well, that will settle the nerves now. Yoshimoto with the assist. Just about keeps himself onside, Faris Ramli. That's a good finish. Tight angle. Goes far post, finds a way past Cortez. Gets his first in this season's competition, his second overall on his 10th AFC Champions League Two appearance. That is his 28th goal and his 77th appearance for Tampines. And a big one in a moment where their side were under pressure and on the ropes. Faris Ramli has just delivered the knockout blow. Can't believe that they've needed that though. Kaya FC-Iloilo deserve a lot of credit for the way they've responded in this second half. Tampines Rovers have already qualified. It wouldn't have changed anything in terms of the bigger picture of getting through into the next round, but they will have wanted to go through as group winners. They should now. I said the same thing. They're up by 4-0. Staufik being forced all the way back. Gave Chuya Yamashita somewhat to do with that control of his chest, but did so very nicely. There's Faris. Finds Higashikawa. So that has been blocked for a corner. Got another Amirul coming on for Tampines. Amirul Haikal. And it's Hide Higashikawa. 2 goals tonight. His number is up. It's a defensive change by Tampines Rovers with Amirul Haikal coming on. Yamashita with a great save by Cortez. Almost picked out the corner, Chuya Yamashita. a chance to make it 6 for Tampines. There's Faris. Is there a handball from Arboleda? Referee waves away the appeals. It's Kaishu Yamazaki. Well, it's been a lot of fun. Kaya FC-Iloilo with nothing but pride to play for. Nice and open, and Tampines Rovers have enjoyed the spaces afforded to them as well. Outstanding game for the neutrals watching on. Bugas. Here's Melitza. Irfan with the header. Cholchu with the clearance. Minimum of 3 minutes added on. There's Melitza. Bugas. A bit too much from Jesus Melitza. Tiny bit of distribution again by Shazwan Buhari. Out to Faris. Taufik. Do they go for another one here, Tampines? Mahler. Cholchu. Shah. Back to Chu. Control possession. Tampines. Here is Amirul, 26-year-old left fullback. Amirul Haikal, making his first appearance in the AFC Champions League 2 this season. The shot. Amirul on the outside. That's a smart thing to do. Halfway through the minimum of 3 minutes added on. Irfan goes to Taufik as Arboleda for company. Does well to win a free kick. Tampines Rovers on the brink of going through to the next stage as group winners, and also stretching their fantastic home record in this competition. Unbeaten in 5 home games, 4 wins and a draw in that run. The only side to take points from a trip to Singapore against Tampines when Nam did that 3-all draw in October of last year. Chu, the delivery, Irfan Najib. Top of the 6-yard box with the clearance instead of the finish. Strong header by Mahler. Amirul Haikal. Out to Zambrano, and that is it. Job done. An entertaining style. Tampines Rovers with the 5 goals tonight. Kaya FC-Iloilo gave them a scare. Gonna pull off a comeback in the second half. Wonderful game of football in AFC Champions League 2 once again. Hide Higashikawa with the first goal in the 7th minute for Tampines. Takeshi Yoshimoto then made it 2-0 in the 37th. Tampines going into the break up by 2-0. Kaya FC-Iloilo with a bit of a response in the second half, but it didn't come until they went 4-0 down. Trent Bahaja in the 47th making it 3-0. Hide Higashikawa with his second of the night in the 56th making it 4. And then Mike Ott in the 66th pull one back. Paulo Bugas in the 74th got another. Amarul Atli own goal in the 85th made things interesting at 4-3 before Faris Ramli wrapped up the scoring for the night, making it 5-3 in the 86th minute. Final score here at Bishan Stadium, Tampines Rovers 5, FC-Iloilo 3.